was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
It's no secret that Diddy is facing serious legal troubles right now. But how much do you really think you know about the allegations against him? With so many accusations now coming at him regarding alleged crimes throughout his life, it's hard to get a handle on just how much trouble he's in. The answer is a lot. Here's what's been reported about his sickening allegations. Diddy has been accused of trafficking, racketeering, and various other crimes. These accusations have shocked many, considering his position as one of the most powerful figures in music. Now, the charges against him have painted a disturbing picture of an influential man using his status to exploit and harm others. He was arrested this year and charged with several crimes. It all stemmed from allegations in the recent past that he led a criminal enterprise that exploited women. He would throw these events called freak-offs, which were substance-fueled parties where women were forced into performing intimate acts. Prosecutors have alleged that Diddy used violence, threats, and substance to control the women at these parties. The freak-offs often involved multiple women and men and frequently lasted for several days at a time. Some of the details that have since emerged about these parties have been really crazy. At one of these parties, investigators seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and illegal substances. Diddy is also accused of filming the women without their consent and using the footage to extort them into silence. These allegations go back more than a decade, and many of the women who have come forward say that they were harmed multiple times. The charges came after a raid at Diddy's mansion in Beverly Hills in March, where police found evidence about these parties. Diddy has continued to deny all the charges against him and entered a not guilty plea. It was reported last week that during an appearance in court, his lawyer made a proposal to try and keep his client out of jail before his trial. And with all the horrific things the music mogul has been accused of in the last year or so, this was never going to come cheap. The lawyer proposed a shocking $50 million bond package to allow Diddy to go home instead of waiting for his trial in custody. The attorney, Mark Agnifilo, was also reported to have held up 6 passports in the courtroom. He stated that they all belonged to Diddy and 5 members of his family. Mark went on to say that Diddy was actually planning to sell his own private jet. However, the court still denied him bail, stating concerns about his anger issues and potential interference with the investigation. The judge said that Diddy posed a significant risk, pointing to his history of substance use and past efforts to obstruct justice. Everyone knows that these kinds of allegations have been hanging over Diddy for a while. But where did it all start? The fallout actually began over a year ago with another case. Although that case has since been resolved, it turned out to be the first domino to fall, which led to Diddy's ultimate fall from grace. In 2023, Cassie filed a lawsuit against him. The singer, who dated Diddy for over a decade, claimed that Diddy had harmed her physically and emotionally for years. According to her lawsuit, Diddy regularly beat her, leaving her with black eyes and bruises. Cassie also said that Diddy forced her to participate in the same freak-offs described in the criminal charges he's now facing. The lawsuit was settled for an undisclosed amount, with Diddy maintaining his innocence. But despite reaching a settlement, the damage was done. Cassie's bravery in coming forward was the catalyst for others to tell their own stories. In November 2023, several women filed lawsuits accusing Diddy of harm. One woman claimed that he spiked and sexually assaulted her when she was just 16 years old. Another said that Diddy filmed her without her consent and showed the footage to others. These lawsuits were filed just before the expiration of the New York Adult Survivors Act. This act allowed victims to sue for older cases of harm, leading to accusations made against many influential men going back years. While several famous figures faced some damning allegations, none faced as many as Diddy. In December 2023, another woman claimed that Diddy trafficked and sexually assaulted her when she was 17. She said that she was given large amounts of illegal substances and adult beverages before being sexually assaulted. As with every other claim against him, Diddy denied the allegation. He has repeatedly called these accusations a money grab, stating that his accusers were just looking for a quick buck. But everything that has since come out about Diddy's personal life has cast a shadow over all of his claims. One of the most disturbing details in the current case is just how organized these freak-offs were. Prosecutors say that Diddy's employees helped him by booking hotel rooms, arranging travel for the women, and stocking the rooms with illegal substances and baby oil. They also claim that Diddy's staff actually stopped women from leaving and tracked them down if they tried to escape. Since the early accusations started to flood in 2023, even more lawsuits have been filed against Diddy this year, including one from a former music producer. Rodney Jones Jr. accused Diddy of grooming him and forcing him to participate in activities with the women Diddy employed. Diddy's lawyer denied Rodney's claims, calling them lies. While Rodney's alleged experience was obviously harrowing, it just became another on the list of claims against the bad boy executive. But soon after Rodney's claims were made public, one shocking incident rose above the rest as an example of the horrific acts that Diddy has committed. It involved a video from 2016 showing Diddy harming Cassie in a hotel hallway. The footage was leaked in May 2024 and showed Diddy pushing her to the ground and kicking her. Diddy later publicly apologized, saying that he was disgusted with himself. Since becoming a figurehead for the fight against Diddy, Cassie has spoken out about the lasting damage of domestic violence. Diddy, meanwhile, has continued to maintain his innocence despite the number of accusations against him growing. In a public statement, he said, "Enough is enough. These allegations are false and I will fight to clear my name." But the accusations did not ease up. Just recently, a woman accused Diddy and his bodyguard of spiking and sexually assaulting her all the way back in 2001. She said that the attack left her feeling worthless and isolated. The same month, Diddy was formally arrested and charged with his various shocking crimes. As of now, Diddy remains in custody awaiting trial. If convicted, he faces 15 years to life in prison. Many people are, of course, watching closely to see how the case unfolds. This has felt like a nightmare for so many, as more and more has been exposed about one of hip-hop's most important leaders. But as hard as it is, the truth has to be brought to light. Although more victims keep coming forward, the full extent of Diddy's alleged crimes might still actually be unknown. Like Diddy and all of his alleged victims, the world now waits to hear what the verdict will be. But what do you guys think about all this? Is there more to this scandal that might never be uncovered? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.